Hello, welcome to a Paper Flourish craft video. My name is Julie. Today I'm going to make some journal pages, and I'm going to do that using the beautiful Stamperia Lavender Collection. I've got some of the products here that I'm going to use, this gorgeous rice paper and this lovely lavender stencil, and I've chosen this set of rub-ons to use as well. Now the first thing I've done is I've used Stamperia Primer, and I've just done a coat of that onto both pages and dried it, so those pages are now ready to be worked on. I'm going to use some paints first up to make my background, and I've chosen these three colours. These were chosen as part of the lavender collection of paints, so lilac, cyclamen and lavender. I've put a little bit of each onto a paper palette just to the side of me. I'm going to go with a fairly wet brush, pick up some. First up I'm going to go lilac, and I'm just going to wash this across the page. Now without changing, I haven't washed my brush, I'm going with the next colour, so this is Cyclamen. I'm just going to bring this into it as well. Just working my way up the page. This is such a pretty colour. With that wet brush, it just helps all the colours to blend in nicely together. I'm making such a mess of my table here. To clean that up after. Again, if I want to go back with a little bit more of the lighter one, I can. So I'm just going to blend the colours sort of in together a little bit. And then the last colour, which is that gorgeous lavender, is coming up the top of the page. We can see some of the pink is still blending in there because I haven't cleaned off my brush. But I end up with this pretty background, sort of going light through to dark. You can play with the colours, blend them in as much as you want to. Just a really quick, easy background. So once I'm happy with that, I'll go ahead and dry it off with my heat tool. That background's all finished. The rice paper, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my trimmer, and I want to slice the border off the bottom, and then I'll do that first. So that's the border, and then I'm going to, this is with a wet brush, I'm just going to trace, oh there's some pretty butterflies there, the area that I really want to use and have on my page. And once that's wet, you can just easily tear it apart. You find a torn edge tends to blend a lot easier into your page. Once I've got this put down onto my page. I love that little cat, so cute. So my plan is to place this on this side of the page. And then I'm going to put the border. I might even pop it along the side there. That could look quite pretty. Maybe. All right, big decisions going on here. I'm decided I'm going to actually pop that, I think, down the bottom of the page. I'm going to get this. I've torn along. I just want that top corner. It's got some really nice faint writing in it. I think I might pop that up the top here. And then I took a little bit more of this side away. What I've done with the rice papers, I've put a layer of rice paper glue underneath the piece, place the piece down, layer of rice paper glue over the top, which is where this is at the moment, and then I'm going to go ahead and dry that now completely with the heat tool. So that's all dry. Now what I've been doing, I've got the three colours that I did the background in, a little bit on the side of my paper here, and I'm just kind of mixing a little bit of those colours together. And I'm just side to side, I'm just going slightly into and over the edges of the rice paper, and that'll just help them blend in a little bit more into the background. See how it's just starting to disappear there into the background? So I'll play with those three colours just till I'm happy, and then give that a dry. So that's just helped blend those rice paper edges in a little bit. Now I want to lighten up the background just slightly. I've got some ivory paint, my metal spatula or palette knife. I've popped some over here on my paper palette, and I'm going to tap most of it off. Then what I want to do is I just want to streak this through the background, but just really, really, really lightly. Can go into the rice paper as well. And I'm going to do that across both pages, but going into that rice paper as well. Just really, really lightly. I'm going to do some stamping now on the page. This is the Lavinia, this is called Texture 1, this stamp, and it looks like really fine honeycomb. This is the Archival ink Villanious Potion. This comes in a set of 4 inks, and this is the really dark purple. So I'm not even going to put this on a block. I'm just going to ink up the stamp and then bend it and just stamp. See how the little honeycombs? And that dark purple is just nice. I thought the black might be, if I use the black Archival at this point, it might just be a little bit dark. So I'm just going to add some random stamping around the pages. And again, a little bit into the rice papers too. I've added a fair bit of stamping there to the pages. The reason I used an Archival ink is that I still have other products I want to place on top of this. With the Archival ink, once it's on, it's going nowhere. That is a waterproof ink. Now I'm going to bring in, where's that lovely stencil? Here it is, the Lavender Stencil. I'm not sure if that's the exact name of it. I will list all the products I've used in the description for the video. Now I'm going to play with the Glossy Gel. And I'm thinking of tinting the Glossy Gel. All right, I've been playing here on the side, and I'll show what I've done. Look at this beautiful colour. What that is I've put some Glossy Gel onto the paper palette. I've sprinkled just a little bit of the Amethyst Dinkles. And how beautiful is that colour? Just mixed it around. And if I just stencil with Glossy Gel, it's beautiful. It just comes out clear. But I thought I might tint it with the Dinkles. So where am I going to place this? This is such a pretty stencil. So I'm just going to do some patches of that lavender. Glossy Gel too, it stencils really lovely. How pretty does that look? That colour's lovely with this. I might actually do just a little touch of it over on this side as well, and then I'll go ahead and give that a really good dry with my heat tool. That's completely dry now. The Glossy Gel doesn't take that long to dry. Of course, being Glossy Gel, as it dries, it is still glossy. My mind's going round and round at the moment thinking of all of the different colours you could do, because there's so many Dinkles colours and they're all so beautiful. Imagine all the different stenciling that could be done. Okay, there's an idea to go and play with, I reckon. I'm going to add some rub-ons. Now it's best with the rub-ons to actually take the image out of the with the backing sheet on it, and then peel it off, pop it in place, rub it on. These Stamperia rub-ons go on so easily. I'm just using a flower shaping tool to do this, but you can get the timholtz rub-on tool is excellent. Different things you can use. You see, as you're rubbing it on, as it starts to go sort of faint, that's where it's attached to the page. If you're not sure if it's attached, you can just lift a corner, have a look, and then if it's not quite all rubbed on yet, you can always then pop it back down and do it again. There we are, it's lifted away. Where's something I can lift it off with? There we go. In place. How easy was that? So I'm going to have a play with the rest of these rub-ons, see where I can place them. The stamps are really cute. The little butterflies are sweet. All right, the rub-ons are in place. I've placed some even over that Glossy Gel. They work over the top of your stenciling. Of some of them I didn't do them as the whole piece, so like this, the words, half is over here, half is here, a little bit down the bottom, but they just add that little bit extra to the page. Now I'm going to do the page edges. I'm going to go back in with that Villanious Potion, that dark purple archival ink, and I'm just going to go around the page edges here with my blending tool just to darken the edges. So they're all done. I always think by adding that darkness around the edge of the page, it kind of just frames it. I don't know, it just seems to work. Now I'm going to add some splatters to the page, and I've popped a little bit of titanium white paint, the Stamperia paint, onto my paper palette. I'm going to water that down. And then this is the Lavinia fan brush. Now this does tend to make a bit of a mess, so I've got my splatter box ready to roll. I'm just going to do one half at a time, placing that in the splatter box. That'll just help take some of the paint. I always find when I do this, the first tap I always do on some paper nearby, that seems to take out the, I guess, the strongest splatters. Sometimes you get that big blip on the page. Good description there. Pretty. And we'll turn around and do exactly the same here. So again, take off the big strong splats onto some paper. And I'll go ahead then and dry this off. Now the last thing I'm going to do, apart from I want to add a sentiment, is this is the Distress Spritz, the new spray Timholtz has brought out, and I've got Wilted Violet. So I'm thinking this is going to add a bit of a shimmer to the page. So I'm not going to spray it everywhere, mainly onto that stenciling. Give it a dry and let's see what happens. I love those sprays. What it's done, it's actually darkened the area a little bit, which is blended in really nicely with the rice paper. But I'm not sure if you can see it or not. But when I tilt this, it's made where the spray is, it's almost like an iridescent, shimmery violet. It is beautiful. So I'm not sure if that's showing up or not. Hopefully it is. But they are great. I bought a few of those sprays, so I need to start playing with them. To finish it off, I've got here, these are the 5 Crazy Ladies Small Talk stickers. You get 8 sheets of stickers in each pack. There are 4 different lots of quotes or sentiments, and you get them in white and black. So altogether you've got 8 sheets of sentiments in there. I've already had a play. I love, there's 2 of these. I don't know that they really have anything to do with the page, but I just like them. I thought this was great. I just want to make nice things. So let's pop that up the top. That's pretty much what most crafters would say. I just want to make nice things. And then I love this one here. I might need to cut this up if I can't find a spot to put it. If you're lucky enough to be different, never change. I thought that's gorgeous. So I'm just going to cut that bit off there. Maybe we pop that through here. If you're lucky enough to be different, never change. Journal page done. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you love purple as much as I do. It was a lot of fun to make a purple journal page. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll be back again soon with more videos. Thank you. Bye.